Now let's work on word art, text boxes, and pictures. So if you look at your sample of the spreadsheet that you're going to be creating in the labs, right here, the title of the school is a word art demonstration there. The pictures, of course, you've got two pictures here, and the logo is probably brought in as a picture. But let's go over to this spreadsheet and let's go to our cost to build a fence. If you're going to insert word art, you need to insert it at the beginning. So what you can do, we're going to get rid of this title, and what we're going to do is we're going to insert, go to your insert tab, go to the word art tab, and choose what style you want. Well, I'm going to do one of these that sort of stands out. I know what color is on your sample, but you can choose whatever you want here. So I'm going to choose this red one, and I'm going to insert my text, and this is cost, I had my caps on, to build a fence. And now what I need to do, of course, I need to make it smaller. And in order to really, you see how I'm having trouble manipulating this around, I'm going to have to make my text smaller in order to get it small enough to drag it right up here. So there's my cost to build a fence. And if I go over here to my Drawing Tools Format tab, I can do all kinds of things with it. If I can go to my Shape Fill and say I want to put a background on this. A yellow background, an orange background. Well, I'm going to leave it with the orange background. I can outline that shape. Say I want to outline it with a dark blue. And what I can do in the shape outline, I can make the outline thicker. See how you can see that? Now, I can also do effects. And what I can do is I can put a shadow on here, reflections, and I can put a glow around it, and whatever color, see the glow that is going to the background of that? I can put a red glow around it. There's something else here. If I do the 3D rotation, it's going to, you see how it rotates it? That's probably not a good thing for this project. So I'm not going to put a rotation, but the bevel, this is like your keyboard keys. It makes it look like there's a 3D effect to your word art. So that's how you can put a word art in there and make it real interesting. Now text boxes is just like in Word. I can go to Insert, way over here towards the right hand side. I can insert a text box. You see my insert there. I can draw a text box, and then I can start to enter. I can put here, this is a 10-foot fence. Okay, so there's my text box. Now what I can do in the same thing, I can control the size here. And the reason that I want to control the size is if I go to my drawing toolbar, once again, I can do this, the shape fill, anything just like we did on the word art. And of course, I can do the shape outline. I can put a dark purple outline around that. And the shape effects on this one, I'm going to go with a little rotation, and to move that wherever I want to put it, I can put it there if I wanted to. Now once again, in order to edit this, I have to go into the text box. You notice it's not here in the format bar. I have to go into the text box, and this whole thing can be moved around wherever I want it. So that's a text box. Now your pictures. It's the same thing as you did on your flyer. Insert, only it's easier. Picture or your clip art. So let's do a clip art, and let's select a fence. So if I am looking for a fence, I can find a picture of a fence and I insert it here. Now what you're going to see it went way down here, and look how large it is. The first thing I want to do is make it smaller so I can manage it. And I can drag it around. You see the difference here than there was on Word? On Word you had to select, you had to format your picture and go to your wrap, and you had to make it tight in order to edit it. You don't have to do that in Excel. But what I would do is I would go over here and crop it so it's easier to manage, and I would remove this white space, drag it up here to where I can see what I'm doing, and make it the size that I want. Okay, then of course on the formatting the picture, I can change the colors. See there, I can make a red fence if I wanted to. I can change the colors on this clip art. Or if you wanted to, if you have a picture, you can go to Insert, Picture. And my sister raises alpacas, so I happen to have some pictures of alpacas. And I'm going to insert the picture of this little guy. Once again, it's extremely large, so the first thing I'm going to do is make it smaller so I can manage it. So once I've got it small, and by the way, this guy's name is Bo. And then I can crop it and get some of the excess off of here. There's a fence behind him, so that might apply a little bit. Okay, click off of that, and then I can do this. Have you ever seen this little green handle? You can tilt your pictures. You can put your pictures wherever you want them. You don't have to make them tight. So you've got them right there. And you can put your pictures wherever. You can create them in whatever size. If I wanted to put my fence picture up here, and then my picture of Bo down here, just drag them around, whatever works.